Okay, I have tried to record this several times now. And if it's not the cat getting into stuff or the light flickering or I can't get clear in my face, I'm having a hard time getting through this. So I put a Ricola in my mouth. I locked the cat up. And I'm just going to see if I can get through this video because it's not even all that long. It's not that big of a deal. But I wanted to get on here and share, and I can't even get through it. So, hope your Monday is starting off well. Mine's been a little difficult. I woke up still with all of this junk in my face. I'm just really hoping that in a few days it's just gone. I'm so sick of this. Last time I uploaded to my channel would have been Saturday night. We were planning on shooting. We had both domes open. We were ready to go. The forecast looked good. And then nature beat human 1-0 when the clouds decided to linger all night long. So we gave up. We closed them up, went to bed. We busted. It was a good old-fashioned bust. But I thought yesterday, both my husband and I worked for hours processing just the little bit of data that we got since last week. And I thought, well, at the very least, I should share it here on my channel. I thought about doing like a walkthrough, talk through PixInsight video, and I recorded one and I tried to voice over it, and it's just so boring. And I'm not very good at it. So I'm not going to do that yet because I don't like watching those kinds of videos on YouTube. I don't want those to be associated with my channel either. And I consider myself kind of a very different kind of processor. Like, I watch tutorials on, certain things. Like I have questions about, like if I want to darken nebulosity, how to darken nebulosity in PixInsight, go. And then I watch a YouTube video, and then it just becomes part of my, it's a tool that I use, and then it just becomes part of my artistic idea of, oh, this needs to be a little bit darker. How can I need to incorporate that. So I'm very artistic about the way I do it. When it comes to processing space images, it's all about the artistry and a little bit of creative license. And in the past, when I've uploaded some things about, some of the processing, people get on and they're like, well, you really should do this instead of that, or do this before that. I don't care. I don't really see the point why. Like, I've done it both ways and I don't see a difference. So I just do me. And as long as I'm just doing me, then it's no big deal. So I'm not gonna, eventually I'll get on, and I'll try to do some kind of walkthrough, a little bit of my artistic approach to processing images, but I'm not ready to go there yet. So in the meantime, I'm just going to share what we've got. So my husband was able to get 2 nights worth of data since last, I think he shot Wednesday night and Friday night. And he got a total of 6.5 hours on the Eagle Nebula. And so we both spent time yesterday processing the Eagle Nebula. Now, I went further in on it than he did. He liked it more of a wide frame, so his focal length on his telescope is 1,600 millimeters. Field of view, whatever you want to call it, 1,600 millimeters. I cropped my image of his Eagle Nebula way in just to show the pillars of creation, because the pillars of creation are in the heart of the Eagle Nebula. And all of this is about 6,500 to 7,000 light years away. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and show. I'll get to this one in a minute. So this is his Eagle Nebula, the full frame of it. This is what it comes out looking like from his telescope. No cropping, nothing. And you can see some nice detailed structures in the outer rims here. Obviously more data would make it better, but this is a first start. This is 6.5 hours. Remember that. This is only 6.5 hours. But now when you zoom in and you go heading towards the pillars of creation, look how nice that turned out as far as structure, details, contrast. Got a lot of good things going on here. So my image, like I said, I cropped it way in. This is mine They're both good. I like his structure and color a little bit better, like contrast a little bit better here. I've also messed with this 1,000 times, so I have way more than just this one. But I used the SHO normalization and the HOO normalization, I believe, in PixInsight to give me a little bit of difference of a color detail. Where his was just more pink and red all over, I just wanted to add something a little bit different to mine. So this is what I ended up with. In fact, I don't even think that that's exactly the right picture that I ended up with because I didn't crop it that far. I think it was this one. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, I didn't realize I had cropped it that far in. So anyway, that's what we got on both the Pillars of Creation and the Eagle Nebula as a whole. Again, this is 1,600 millimeters here. And then you can see I very much super cropped mine just to show the Pillars of Creation. The other target that we went for, that I more went for than my husband, was LBN 552. And look at this. This is just under 4 hours worth of data. I could not believe how much I could get on this. Now, if you look up pictures online, do an image search for LBN 552, like you're going to see amazing images that have like 18 plus hours of data on them. This was under 4, and I was able to get some of these beautiful details. Look at this when you zoom in on it. Look at some of these wisps, some of these curls going on here. I just love some of it. It's like a painting. And then right here, obviously, to me, that looks like a far-off nebula. I would love to see what that thing looks like close up. But it's such an imaginative like area of the sky. And when I first started processing this, when I started seeing all those beautiful structures in the molecular cloud structure and the dust, I started thinking, when you're looking up at a crystal clear night sky, how clear is it actually? Because I think many, if not pretty much every part of the sky that you're looking at with space has some dust, has some cloud, has some celestial, I don't know, magic or whatever happening up there. This almost looks eerie to me. It gives off kind of a like doomsday kind of vibe. I just loved it. I don't know, a lot of fun. So those were our outcomes. Like I said, if we're shooting again tonight, I'd kind of like to double the data that I got on LBN 552 and see what difference it makes. So keep an eye out in case that happens. And then I do think my husband still wants to add a little bit more to the Pillars of Creation while we can, because in August, 1 month from now, for the next new moon, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be in the window anymore. You know, that's how it is. 1 month makes a big difference with some of these targets, especially when you're in a place like we are, where we have obstacles like trees and structures and things kind of hindering our view. Not to mention light pollution. So we are fighting here with some elements, but it's just amazing to be able to show you. We're in like a 7.5 Bortle sky for light pollution. We are not, look at this, for under 4 hours. And this for 6.5. And this for 6.5. I mean, it's just amazing to me that we can see what we can see from here. It's pretty awesome, and it's a lot of fun, and I just wanted to share where we were, and hopefully we'll be adding to all of these soon, and then next month we'll move on to different places in different spaces. So anyway, thank you so much for bearing with me. The Ricola helped. I could not function before. I will go let my kitty out since I got this taken care of. Mental health wise, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. I feel like I've broken free from kind of the last upheaval that happened in my life, and I'm moving on and moving forward and looking up and looking in and enjoying the view through the telescopes. And, you know, like one of the things I said about the Pillars of Creation, because I posted it to Facebook, you know, it's one thing to see that I've seen the Hubble images of the Pillars of Creation for years. It's a very famous photo. But to capture it with your own stuff from your own backyard, it makes it more real somehow. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to describe it, but it makes it more real. Oh, one thing that I was going to show you, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you what a single image of this LBN 552 looks like. So I'm going to connect to my my computer out in my observatory. And I'm going to show you. Oh, I already had it pulled up. So here's a single. We'll just back it all up so you can see it. If it responds. There we go. Okay, so in my folder here, Zenithstar LBN 552, July 5th. These are all my lights. So here you can see I got 69 200 second exposures. And we'll just pick one of them. And that's a single exposure. This, let me see if I can make it just a tiny bit. I'd like to really make it bigger for you. Okay, so this is a single image of this. And one way you can reference it and know what your framing is if you look down here, I've got a bright star here, a bright star here, and a bright star here. And boom, bright star, bright star, bright star. It's just the coolest thing. Oh my gosh, it's the coolest thing. And I'd show you a single of the pillars of creation, but I don't have my laptop set up to where I can tap into my husband's computer in his observatory, only mine. So I can't show you that. But maybe I can get him to drop one of those single light images. I think he said he was doing 3-minute exposures for those. Maybe I can get him to drop one on over the network drive, and I can pull it off and I can show it to you in a future video. So you can see the difference between a single and a processed on some of these targets that we're aiming for. So hopefully tonight we'll get some clear skies. Hopefully another night or two this week we'll get some clear skies. And then, it'll be August and we'll be reevaluating and re-aiming and launching into some new views from space. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and are ready for the week ahead. I'm doing my best. I'm going to just keep trying every day to get over whatever this is in my head. I'm sure part of it is allergies, so that's not helping. We've had so much cotton in the air. But moving on and keep looking up and just do what I do. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Appreciate anybody who stayed and hung out all the way to the end. And hopefully we'll be back on here later tonight. If we open the domes or whatever, I'll at least upload a short to YouTube to show you us getting them open, us getting them ready, and we'll be getting ready to hopefully shoot some more space for us and for you. All right. Self-care isn't selfish. Take care. Bye now.